Okay, first thing we're going to do together on the cover sheet that you have chosen is complete your name. So you want to make sure that you're putting your first name and your last name. So for example, now you all know my first name is Marna and my last name is Leonard. So I'm making this nice and big so that anybody can see it right away. And then whatever period this is, so first, second, fourth period, we'll say, since it's the first period of the day, for me, that's first period. So you're going to put period 1. Okay, or if this is period 2, you'll put period 2. Okay, so that's the first thing. So the next thing, you're going to have 3 things that you need to do. You'll be able to color this or decorate your notebook. You'll want to remove any kind of flap that you have on yours, and you're going to want to tape or glue this on. You can do this in any order. So I'm going to show you the preferred method of gluing or taping things onto or into our notebooks. We always use less glue than we think we need, because less is more in earth science. If you use too much of this, believe it or not, it doesn't work very well. So when you use your glue stick, you literally will use one little streak like that. Because I have 4 sides to this that I want all 4 of them to stick, I'm going to put glue on all 4 edges, not in the middle. If you put the glue in the middle, it'll ruin things. So we want to make sure that we just glue the edges, and then you'll press it on all of the edges. If you press from the inside to the outside, you'll make sure that you don't get any of those annoying little bubbles. I hate those little bubbles. I'm sure you do too. Messes everything up. So if you press from the inside outward like that, and then that way that glues perfectly. In science, in earth science, if you use tape, you never want to use more tape than from your index finger, the tip of your index finger, to your first knuckle. That's my first knuckle. Or I shouldn't say my first knuckle. Your biggest knuckle, that's your first knuckle. So your biggest knuckle. So you don't want to use a piece of tape any bigger than that for anything that we do in here. And so if you want to tape it down, you could tape the edges like this. Now if on this cover sheet, if you're concerned about the edges coming up, then what you might want to do, instead of doing the edges like that, do the corners. So you could do the corners like that. And then that way you're only using 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you're using the 4 pieces for the edges. So 4 pieces of tape only for this. Okay? All right, so now you have some time to make sure that you do all of this. And while you are making yours, I will color in mine.